Hi, and welcome to this webinar. Today it's all about SuperOffice 10. And SuperOffice 10 is packed with new and exciting features that are designed for tomorrow's CRM needs and will help you to turn your relationships into revenue. In this webinar, we will show you what's new with an introduction to SuperOffice 10, the new features, improvements, and what's to come. And first, we will take a short recap of SuperOffice 9 and what's been released so far, and then we'll take an introduction to SuperOffice 10. We will talk about the new features, the improvements to existing features and resources, and what's to come. And then we will give you some information about our pilot program, about the new pricing and packaging, and how you can get started with the new features. And in June 2020, we released a new generation that came with bigger changes to the entire SuperOffice CRM platform, employing new technologies, introducing changes to the UI and the UX design, and new features, all to improve the overall user experience and meet the changing business needs of our customers. And we call it Generation 9. And before we introduce what's new in SuperOffice 10, let's take a quick recap of the biggest changes in 2020 up until now. The biggest visual change was the modernized user interface. And the SuperOffice CRM interface was refreshed to give you a whole new user experience, a brand new color palette, clearer navigation, and flexible screen spacing to help you manage and navigate your screen easier. You even got more information in a single screen with a new side panel that replaced the mini card. For example, the contact option now gives you a lot more information. Besides the person's contact details, you can also see the most recent activities connected to them, such as service requests, sales, follow-ups, and projects, giving you an instant overview in one place without having to navigate between the different screens. We also added new options to filter, sort, and organize data inside archives, so you can group and pull the information you need and act on it. You can choose how you want the data to be displayed and grouped to help you focus on the task you're working on. You also got a better search experience. By adding easy-to-use search templates and more intuitive steps, we've simplified the way you can search for, display, and organize your CRM data. And with a new add-in, you can now work effortlessly and efficiently between your Outlook and SuperOffice CRM. And this new Zero Footprint Outlook add-in for Office 365 users offers a fully integrated solution that requires no installation on your computer. That also means no more mailing. For example, when you receive an email, you will instantly see key information such as the contact details and the latest sales and activities linked to them. And what you get is an instant overview of all relevant information, allowing you to offer more personalized responses and communication. And Pocket CRM lives on, but got a new name and a fresher look. And this is called Mobile CRM. And this only supports version 9 and up, and has new colors, the ability to edit Office 365 docs, and customize what should appear on the contact and company card to adjust it to your needs and on the go. And then we released the new mailing editor. And this was more flexible and intuitive. You got more options with drag and drop, and content blocks that let you build to suit your brand style. It's also easier implementation of buttons and tracked links, and a huge library of royalty-free images. You got easy editing for colors, text, and stickers. And you can also resize and crop directly in the editor. We've also released the video meeting integration. And video calls and meetings have become a big part of the new way we work and communicate. So this function made it much easier to arrange meetings directly from SuperOffice. And that was a short summary of some of the big new features and improvements you got in G9. And now, let's introduce you to the first release of SuperOffice 10, a CRM that helps you to turn relationships into revenue. In this release, we have some exciting new features, some improvements to the existing ones, and a new price model. Now we will take a quick look at each feature and show a little demo. And at the end, you will get more information on how you can get started with SuperOffice 10. We'll start with one that we know many are really looking forward to. And that's the new Advanced Dashboards. Advanced Dashboards will let you access key information, customize reports faster, and use data to make smarter decisions. And dashboards, of course, have been around for a while, but to improve this feature, we've asked our users, and they told us that you wanted more advanced features and more flexibility than today. So that's what we've done. Today you got the standard dashboards and reports that are available for every user. And it's an out-of-the-box solution with individual setup and a large number of tiles included. But there's no possibility to adjust the layouts. And you told us you wanted more flexibility, more ready-made templates, and make it possible to use any field for filter, grouping, and aggregation in tiles. You also wanted dashboard administrators to define and to push dashboards to users or user groups. And because we know KPIs and monitoring results of effort is so important for the growth of your business, but also for maximizing the value of your CRM activities. It's now possible to create new dashboard reports for different user groups, a report for sales, or just for service teams, for example. And you can share your dashboard setup with others. In addition, this version allows you to draw on more data fields when creating your reports. For example, you can create reports on service request fields, and you can get a greater number of charts and reports templates that you can use from the online library. And there are more options available to create different charts and reports either from a template or from scratch. And there's a greater flexibility of how many tiles you want to show in each report. And reports can be defined as favorites, so they're faster to find. And you can also drill down and see the details behind each report, where you can sort and filter to fit your needs. And let's take a look in SuperOffice and see how the new advanced dashboards look like. You still have access to your old dashboards in a separate view. And you will need to start your new dashboard config from scratch or use templates. Let's look at that in a bit. Now you can add as many dashboards as you want. And there are also more options available to create different charts and reports, for example, for your requests. And reports can be defined as favorites, so they're faster to find. Or you can also pin them for all users or user groups. And there's greater flexibility for how many tiles you want to show in each report. And you can drill down and see details behind each report, where you can sort and filter to fit your needs. You can create, duplicate, and edit setup, or you can add more tiles and change the layout. Let's create a new one. Now here you can choose from different tiles. You can add pre-made templates from the library. You can change the size and position. We could also add an empty tile and start from scratch. You can add or change the dataset and layout. And in the layout, you will now see you have a lot more options to choose from. Chart type, how you want to measure, and of what. And you can also change the format and style. And this will of course be different based on what type of data and chart you're working with. And that was a short introduction to advanced dashboards. I hope you're as excited as we are. You will be able to create reports faster, and they will help you use more of the data stored in SuperOffice to support your decision making. Another new feature is configurable screens. Before, The opportunity to define what to see or not to see on the main screens have been limited, but with configurable screens, you can configure the layout of your main screens and save time and focus on the information that's important for you. Now, this new functionality allows you to configure the layout of your main company and contact screens and define what's best suited to be viewed by different groups of users. And different companies and different teams have different information needs and process support needs. And we know that information that's ideal for one group can be noise to another group. So instead of compromises that doesn't please anyone, the better solution is to customize screens that are optimal for each user group. And with configurable screens, you can get more options to configure the solution to fit your specific need, like add new fields or position fields where you want. You can hide fields never in use and make important custom fields easy to access. You can also use different screen layouts for different user groups and make users more effective and help them find information easily. One thing to note is that if you want to use configurable screens, you will need an Expander Services license. Now, let's jump to SuperOffice again to see the possibilities with the new Screen Designer. And you will find it under Settings and Maintenance, so you will also need administrator rights to get access. You will find it in the menu here. And here you can configure the layout of your main company and contact screens and define what's best suited to be viewed by different groups of users. And with configurable screens, you get more options to configure the solution to fit your specific need, like adding new fields, position fields where you want, hide fields that you never use. You could also add new tabs, and you can add elements like labels, dividers, links, or even buttons. And you can change the settings. You can save to draft or publish right away. One thing to note, as part of releasing configurable screens, you'll discover that the More tab on your main company and contact screens will display the user-defined fields and any extra fields from service in the ranking order. And if you have many fields, this will be new and not always exactly how you'll want it. To make it fit your needs better, you can reorder the rank so that the list is in the order you want. Or you can use the new screen design feature to configure the layout to fit. And this change will appear as your company has been given access to the configurable screen feature. And if you want this sooner, let us know. Otherwise, more information about this will come. The next one is AI. And there's a lot of hype around artificial intelligence these days, and the complexity of AI have often been a hurdle for companies. But with our approach of embedding AI into SuperOffice CRM, everything is simplified and everyone can benefit from it. The most important changes AI will bring to CRM involve automation and elimination of time-consuming manual tasks, as well as improvement of existing conversation tools, like for example chatbot. Now, we first introduced the pilot program this spring, and now it's finally available in SuperOffice 10. Now, the great thing about AI as a service is it doesn't require any knowledge to implement it. AI will help make sense of data, make people more proactive, and automate work processes to save time. Improve data quality, like for example the mobile business card scanner that can capture customer data by taking a picture in Mobile CRM and update SuperOffice automatically. And the final point is to be more proactive in your customer engagement. And you can add advanced AI functionality to SuperOffice service and not only increase productivity, but also provide a better service. And with the help of AI, it will be possible to automatically translate incoming requests into different languages, which can reduce the dependency on having the language skills in-house, and will help answering incoming requests in foreign languages better and faster. Then you have the sentiment analysis of incoming requests to improve how you respond. The SuperOffice AI text analyzer can also evaluate the state of mind of a person who sent you a message with an emotion indicator, helping you to prioritize more urgent or problematic requests first. And here you will also get a sentiment score that shows how the mood is right now. And you can also automate incoming request categorization to respond faster. You will also be able to use a chatbot to help customers visiting your website. The bot service of your choice is seamlessly integrated with SuperOffice Chat and SuperOffice Service. And by using data, the chatbot will be able to predict the next question and provide additional information the customer may need. And this is an integration with publicly available AI services like Google and Microsoft Cognitive Services to process CRM data and automate more of the manual processing your users spend time on today. Now, this approach does not require special knowledge from your side to benefit from it, and the SuperOffice AI is ready to be used. Let's see how we can use the AI features with service and chat in a demo. First, we'll see how we can increase productivity and provide better customer service. Like I mentioned, it doesn't require any knowledge to implement it. In Settings and Maintenance, under AI Services, you simply tick off the boxes, add a selection of requests to train the system in how to categorize incoming requests. And when you receive incoming requests in Service, it will automatically detect languages, offer you the ability to translate, and see the sentiment score. Now, if the index is above 20, it's positive. If the index is below -20, it's negative, or else it's neutral. And you can also use this as criteria in selections. And these were just some examples of how AI will help make sense of data, make you more proactive, and automate work processes to save time. You will also be able to use a chatbot to help customers visiting your website. And in this demo, the customer has a question regarding an invoice. And here we can see how this works with the chatbot, our digital assistant. And the customer is given different options to choose from. And if the chatbot can't help, the customer is given the option to talk to an agent. And when the customer confirms, the chat is transferred to an available agent in SuperOffice CRM. And from here, the agent can fetch the next chat session in the queue and review the conversation up until now to get an overview. And the agent will, of course, also get a full overview of the customer in the side panel with key information, previous requests, sales, follow-ups, and chat conversations to get that 360-degree view of the customer. And this next one is also a feature that's asked for by many customers through feedback channels like NPS and more. And in order to meet or exceed customer expectations for fast service and response rates, means it's not always acceptable to wait to respond to a request for when someone is in front of their PC or workstation again. In short, being on the road or away from your desktop shouldn't stop you from responding or follow up on incoming questions from business contacts. And that's why we made it easy for you with request management in Mobile CRM. Now here you can answer and follow up dialogues and tickets anytime and anywhere. You can give customers a faster response and contribute to improved and higher customer satisfaction. Now in the app, you can search, find, and view tickets on your mobile device, respond, comment, tag, or edit key fields on an incoming request, and you can display all requests connected to the company or contact. By accessing requests in your mobile, you will have a better 360 view of what is happening regardless of your location. Now let's take a look at how we can work with requests in the app Mobile CRM. From here, we can search, find, and view tickets linked to a company or contact. We can view the messages, and attachments. We can respond and comment, add tags, or edit key fields. And it's also possible to configure which fields should be displayed. So now it's easy to improve response time and increase customer satisfaction on the go. And then we have SuperOffice Data Bridge. And with SuperOffice Data Bridge, you can access all vital information in one place. In essence, Data Bridge is a supercharged import-export tool that you can schedule and set up to run automatically, and thereby also ensuring that you exchange information between SuperOffice CRM and your other cloud solutions, and set up integrations to fit your different business needs. Data Bridge add-on is a generic integration tool that lets you set up and schedule automatic data transfers between SuperOffice CRM and any other cloud solution you might use. For example, you can exchange data between SuperOffice CRM and your ERP or e-commerce system or other backend solution that holds or shares information with SuperOffice. You can enable SuperOffice CRM users to view information from other databases, helping to improve your CRM adoption, increase productivity, and reduce manual data entry and flip-flopping between various applications. DataBridge for SuperOffice CRM is a clean, quick, and intuitive way to interact with your data in multiple ways. It provides you with import and export opportunities for all SuperOffice CRM objects. This solution is fully cloud-based and requires no installation. You can set up scheduled, manual, or triggered import and export. It also supports for online storage services like Dropbox, Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, and FTP. Now let's see how we can exchange information between SuperOffice CRM and your other cloud solutions in a demo. We'll start by logging in with our SuperOffice credentials. And this solution is also fully cloud-based and requires no installation. Select location if you want to import or export from SuperOffice. And DataBridge supports online storage services like Dropbox, Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, and FTP. Connect your account, select the file, and this is data exported from an ERP system, but there are many possibilities here. It can even be as easy as submitting info from an external web form you have on your website after a visitor leaves information. And here you can configure the source, and you find more advanced settings if you need them. But for this demo, let's keep it simple. Here we can see a preview of the file. And if we, for example, have data or columns that does not match the fields in SuperOffice, we can transform them in this step. And a typical mismatch might be a VAT number or phone number that's formatted differently. Now we can choose to clean this field before importing. And then we map the fields to the SuperOffice entities. Select fields for duplicate checks and actions, what needs to be done with the duplicates. You can add new or updated companies to a selection. Select the scheduling method, manual, scheduled, or triggered. And if you want to be notified after a successful or failed import. And that's it. So now you're all set to improve your data quality. And because we opted in to be notified after a job is successful, we get this email. And from here, we can view the import directly in SuperOffice in this selection. You can check new companies added or all the updated fields on an existing company. And this way, you enable users to view information from other databases, helping to improve your CRM adoption, increase productivity, and reduce manual data entry. Now we have seen the existing new features in SuperOffice 10. but we have also improved existing features and resources. Let's take a look. And first up is our improved search. When capturing and storing data is increasingly automatic and easy, the challenge of making it available and finding the data or information you need increases. And sometimes you need to search without structure in a more intuitive and Google-like manner. Before you needed to search with percentage to get the exact match in SuperOffice. But with our new improved way of searching, you can do free text search within text fields, number fields, addresses, mail, phone, URLs, and info texts. And also in the navigator search for company, person, sale, project, and selection. I'd also like to mention that there's been a range of smaller but still very valuable improvements added to our online forms feature over the last few months. For example, you can now choose even more fields, improved visual design on rating buttons. You can present your fields in 2 columns, use sections, or multiple pages on a web form, similarly to online surveys. And we're currently working on new ways to publish your web forms as well. Another improvement is the SuperOffice App Store. Now we have over 120 apps in our App Store, and with the new App Store, you can enjoy even more apps that will help you increase your productivity, customize your CRM solution, and offer a better online experience. It now has a new, fresh design to help the store experience, new searching capabilities, and valuable app insights in Spotlight articles. And we got some new apps on the shelves. For example, you can soon connect to SuperOffice CRM with Slack, WordPress, MailChimp, Trello, and Microsoft Teams. And we're taking our support services to a new level with a new design, one site for both support and communication, and public forums for customers. And when you want to contact support, either by clicking on Contact Support inside your SuperOffice CRM solution, or when clicking on the link for support on our website, you will first notice a fresh new design that matches our overall brand look. The colors are darker, calmer, and we've paid even greater attention to accessibility in the new design. You can access our library of frequently asked questions. Our chatbot is trained to help you get around the available learning materials and FAQs. And you can register a ticket directly to our support team. And you can also see the status of all your current or past requests, and you can add comments or information too. And the new design aims to make the process faster and certainly help you find the help you need. And next up, and available soon, is a brand new community site. And this will also get a new and updated look and feel, as well as improved user experience, search experience, and how you access and consume various learning content. And together with the new community site, we will also finally introduce many new forums, and this will be a place where you can ask different CRM-related questions you're concerned with, as well as contribute with your own experience and knowledge about CRM and in using SuperOffice. And with the new features and improvements we've released so far, there's still more to come. So here we get a sneak peek of the features that are going to be released soon. Right now, we're working on the SharePoint integration that we think will be really interesting for many customers who are already using or planning to use SharePoint as their document and collaboration tool. And SharePoint offer more advanced document management capabilities, but rely on each company creating sensible file sharing rules. And SuperOffice offer templates and automatically links documents to main CRM entities, making it easier to find and use in connection with CRM processes. However, storing documents in 2 systems means people lose track of where something is, waste time finding documents, and they need rules for what and when, and risk of information silos. And with the SharePoint integration, you enable true document collaboration and information sharing across your entire organization. And as a SuperOffice user, you don't have to think about where the documents are located. All documents and emails you write or archive from SuperOffice will be stored in your SharePoint online repository, where you have total control. And everyone in your company can access these documents, even those who do not use SuperOffice. You will also be able to work together in the same document at the same time, share documents with anyone, and have access to older versions of the document at any time. You also reduce or remove the IT management and the user support related to an integration between your document management system and your CRM solution. Because zero footprint application means there's nothing to download, install, or having to help individual users with queries concerning the integration. Another upcoming feature is sales targets. And too many companies lack good routines for working in a structured and targeted way with sales. And salespeople are flying blind because they can't see how they're performing against targets. And without this insight, they might miss the opportunity to adjust their course, priorities, or actions, which in turn make them miss their revenue targets. So we're very excited about this new upcoming feature that many of you have asked for. And this also includes our own sales team in SuperOffice. And with the new feature Sales Targets in SuperOffice, you can get a good overview of your important KPIs and set targets like activity level, sales, and average deal size so that you can proactively improve your sales efforts. And to help you focus and prioritize the right actions, we'll introduce business units. Sales targets can be set up for business units, teams, or individuals. And for sales targets, you can add a 12-month period with the possibility to sum up months to make quarterly budgets or targets. And this is all I can share right now, and of course there will be more information on this as we're getting closer to release. But be sure to look out for news in your inbox, on our community, and on social media. You can also check out our current and planned pilot programs. And pilot programs give CRM Online customers early access to new features and releases before general release. And the feedback helps us identify issues, fix them, and make the software even better. And the pilot programs vary in length and scope depending upon what software needs testing. And because the pilot version tested in your production environment will affect all users, it needs to be a decision that is taken in agreement with IT and/or management, and not just by individual users. And as a matter of fact, we're now looking for customers who are interested in testing the new SharePoint integration. So people who would like to test this new feature can contact us and sign up. And you can learn more on our website, and you will also find FAQs and other current pilot programs you can join. Now, I'm guessing everyone is curious about how to get started and when it's available. Now, good news for online users, you are already updated or will be very, very shortly. And as usual, you will get a splash screen linking to more information about version 10. And for those of you who are on site with SuperOffice installed locally, you will get access to download SuperOffice 10 and upgrade your installation later this year. Estimated release is November, but there's no reason not to plan your upgrade to the latest version already now. So please get in touch with your SuperOffice representative to plan and book a date with a consultant to update to SuperOffice 10. So for those of you who have access, please note that this is not your typical update, with lots of new visible changes, like you saw with SuperOffice 9. Take dashboards, for example. First, your old dashboards are of course still there, like before. And the ability to create new dashboards is a user-specific access rights that your company needs to assign you. And your CRM administrator does that. Then, of course, you're able to create new dashboards from scratch or use templates like you saw in the demo. And some of the features we've introduced are also optional add-ons. And some, like AI and SharePoint integration, which also are cloud-only features. Which brings me to the next big change with SuperOffice 10, which also comes with a new packaging and price model. And it's worth saying a little bit about the new SuperOffice packages, as we made some significant changes to these from the past. Until now, we had 3 main user plans: sales, marketing, and service. And by subscribing to one of them, you got access to everything, whether you needed it or not. And this approach, we recognize, is not flexible enough or matches our customers' real needs. So we made a change and a new packaging and pricing structure that in principle will not affect you that much as an existing customer of SuperOffice. Because whatever features you have access to today are features that you will of course have access to tomorrow. Your company just have more options to consider when they want to make a change in your subscriptions or buy new user plans. We still offer 3 standalone solutions in sales, marketing, and service. And the important principle of 360-degree customer view remains the same in all plans. What's new is, within each solution, there are different tiers. The Essential and the Premium plan. And the user plans contain CRM functionality that is user role oriented and configurable and consists of different sets of features based on what tier a customer has. And all solutions can add different add-ons, like AI, that can be made available for all your users if you so desire. That's up to you. Now, if any of you need or are interested in more details around the new product packaging, then get in touch with your SuperOffice representative. Otherwise, the main thing to remember is whatever feature you use today, you will be able to use tomorrow, in addition to many, if not all, of the brand new features released with SuperOffice 10. To sum up, with SuperOffice 10, you get a modern, forward-thinking CRM solution that unites your business processes, utilizes the latest technology, and helps you grow your business. You get advanced dashboards, configurable screens, SuperOffice Data Bridge and SuperOffice AI, mobile CRM request management, improved search and web forms, a new help and community site, a new App Store experience, and sales targets and SharePoint integration to come. The SuperOffice CRM offers the tool to optimize your processes and bridge the gap between customer data and revenue. And with the powerful customization tools, you can also customize your CRM solution to fit your business needs and expand it as your business grows. And remember, when you buy into SuperOffice, you buy into a partnership with people who truly understand your business and are there to help you maximize the value of your CRM solution. And that's what we love to help you do. And for those of you who want to learn more about each feature, we have more webinars planned so you can get an in-depth walkthrough. You can check our website for more info on the upcoming events. And of course, if you have questions, your contact person in SuperOffice is looking forward to show you a personalized demo and how you can get started with the new version and understand the packaging so you get the maximum value of SuperOffice 10. And that's all we have for now. Thank you for following along, and I hope that you are as excited as us to get started with SuperOffice 10. I wish you all a super day.